doors to let me in, shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. Revolutionaries wait for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever wanna be king? I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, I know St. Peter won't call my name ever alone this word, but that was when I ruled the world. It's not your situation, I just need contemplation over you. I'm not so systematic, it's just that I'm an addict for your love. I'm not the only.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a wonderful evening to everyone. Good evening. Good evening. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mailen and Baga's wedding reception. So we are already done with the solid part of the celebration, and the newlyweds are very thankful for all the guests who witnessed during their wedding rites, and for all the guests who just joined in, welcome. So we are here at Lilac Garden for the most exciting part of the celebration, and that is the dinner reception for the newlyweds in celebration of the beginning of their new life together. We thank you all for gracing this joyous affair, especially for all the guests who traveled months and miles just to be in this celebration. So in behalf of Roy and Phoebe Precious, together with their parents, I would like to express their heartfelt gratitude for your presence. It is indeed a pleasure to have all of you in this wonderful celebration. But before anything else, I would like to acknowledge the key persons who took a great part of this joyous affair. Ladies and gentlemen, how about giving a round of applause for the parents of the groom? A round of applause for Mr. Roy and Mrs. Normie Mailen. Good evening, sir and ma'am. And also, we are truly happy to have a round of applause for Mr. Thomas Baga. And another round of applause for the proud mother of the bride, Mrs. Eva Sieber. Good evening. And I'm excited. Excited ba kayo lahat dyan? Ayan. Okay, that calls for a grand celebration. Everyone is requested to stand.
She tastes like cola, sweet, sweet sugar cola. When I took a sip from her lips, she sent me on a trip. She keeps me up at night, and it's all because she can't stop your diet, baby. You don't have to slim down. Don't slim down. I love your curves, and believe me, it is every pound. Stop your diet, come on, do it for me. Do it for me. I love you round, 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 'cause you're so sexy. Oh yes, she is. She tastes like cola, sweet, sweet sugar cola. When I took a sip from her lips, she sent me on a trip. She keeps me up at night, and it's all because she tastes like cola, sweet, sweet try it, baby. You don't have to be shy. Shy, shy, don't be shy. You seem to be on your own, and I'm wondering why. Why, wondering why. Show me all that you've got. Do it for me. Do it for me. I love you round, 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 'cause you're so sexy. Yes, she is. She tastes like cola. Sweet, sweet sugar cola. When I took a sip from her lips, she sent me on a trip. She keeps me up at night, and it's all because she tastes like cola. Sweet, sweet sugar cola. When I took a sip from her lips, she sent me on a trip. She keeps me up at night, and it's all because she kicks. I'll be your sugar daddy, you'll be my sugar cane. With every sip I'm taking, you'll dip into my vein. You are as sweet as cola, you push like caffeine. I wanna know the secret that no one's ever seen. She tastes like cola. Sweet, sweet sugar cola. When I took a sip from her lips, she sent me on a trip. She keeps me up at night, and it's all 'cause she tastes like cola. Sweet, sweet sugar cola. When I took a sip from her lips, she sent me on a trip. She keeps me up at night, and it's all because she tastes like cola.
Everybody get up.
Celebration. Now, at this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, let's know a little bit more about the newlyweds. And this will be done through AVP. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, may I invite everyone?
seen your face. I've been everywhere and back, trying to replace everything that I had till my feet went numb. Praying like a fool, it's been on the run. Heart's still beating, but it's not working. It's like $1,000,000 phone that you just can't ring. I've been held trying to love, but I feel nothing. Yeah, my heart is numb. I feel again. Yeah, with you. I can feel again. Yeah. Long time coming since I seen your face. I've been everywhere and back, trying to replace everything that I walked till my feet went numb. Praying like a fool, just shot a gun. Heart's still beating, but it's not working. It's like 100,000 voices that just can't sing. I've been held trying to love, but I feel nothing. Oh, my heart is numb. I feel again. Yeah, with you. I can feel again.
So, Roy and Timmy, meet your second parent. Ladies and gentlemen, first on the list, we have Mr. Werner Sieber. A round of palakpakan naman siya. Merlin Lutz. Is she here? Good evening. How about giving a round of applause for Mr. Jose Alan and Dr. Abigail Abada? Are they around? Okay, how about giving a round of applause for board members Zaldi and Councilor Bessie Damilar? Good evening. And also let's give a round of applause Mr. Arnold Sid. Good evening, Mr. Let's also give a round of applause for Mrs. Elsa Jimenez. Good evening. And how about welcoming by giving a round of applause for Mr. Demesio Badiang. Alright, si Flor Gonson. Nandito ba si Ma'am? Lisa. And also Wilhelmia. And another round of applause for Mr. Joselito and Mrs. Yolanda Tremor. Good evening. And also let's give a round of applause for Engineer Jesus Mariel Mata. And also we have Mrs. Yolanda Canosa. I believe she's not here. How about giving a round of applause for Mr. Yoloyo Gansan Jr. and Mrs. Severina Gansan. Round of applause for Mr. Ricardo Sico. I believe he's not here. And how about giving a round of applause for Mr. William Boal. And also we have with us Mrs. Leoncia Sarion. Good evening. Jaime and Dr. Maribik Egen. Are they here? And Mrs. Cecil Oraez. Maile. Serona. A round of applause. Good evening to them. Let's also give a round of applause for Mr. Antonio Mendoza. He's over there. Good evening. And also we have Mrs. Marydale Cadavos. A round of applause. And Concordio and Mrs. Corsini Sabas. Good evening. And how about giving a round of applause for Mr. Jerry and Mrs. Anastasia Sanchez. Good evening. And also we have Mr. Teddy Lito and Mrs. Rosalina Lorente. Are they here? Giving a round of applause for Engineer Alan Arocha. Feliz Guajardo. A round of applause, my friend. And also we have Engineer Roberto Milan. Good evening. And also we have Mrs. Aida Palana. Good evening. Let's also give a round of applause for Mr. Jerry Ding Lasa. Good evening. And Bastono. Give a round of applause for Mrs. Mary. Let's also give a round of applause for Engineer Gilbert and Mrs. Maria Jesusa Molioso. And also we have Miss Mary Hilda Maile. How about giving a round of applause for Mrs. Maria Leah Olo. Also, let's give a round of applause for Mr. Herminio Jr. and Mrs. Lourdes Chiongo. A round of applause for Mr. Samuel Miguel. Good evening to Sir and how about giving a round of applause for Mr. Lean Allen and Mrs. Esmer Johnson. And Emmy, you're so lucky because you have lots of second parents. So as they say, a lady to give a short advice for the couple. Ladies and gentlemen, how about giving a round of applause for Mrs. Edeta Lacida.
I never gonna stop. Ginawa sa kuya. Dawi, 30 anyos, pamangkungan mo ako may gipili. Pitay. Kabatch me din Normie. For those who doesn't know me, ako si Eden Lacida, Edita, pero Eden Kunuhay. Connected ko sa Supreme Court, Kunuhay, sa Honorable Justice ko, nag-practice ka nun sa akong pagka-court annex mediator. As ninang, mabuhan lang nako, nalipay ko kay ningon si Mr. MC nga, mamubulang gid kaayo, mamubulang gid kaayo. Nalipay po ko, kaya dili daghan akong istorya. Okay, first of all, I'd like to congratulate the new couple, Roy and Timmy. Ang ako lang yung maistorya no, as couple, our secret weapon is communication to each other. Now, we are not only to communicate from each other or with each other, but we have also to communicate with our parents, our in-laws. Ayaw yun pangaway o in-laws. Ako ba na naman, Mr. Henry Lacida, no? Kabalugin na siya nga, bisag kung saan kong kasaba sa akong mother-in-law, digil ko mutubag, digil ko musuko, digil ko mutubag. Bisag, kay mausay akong nandan sa akong parents, pagpadako, nga, dili po di musuko sa akong parents. Sometimes, masayop man yun atong parents, no? Pero, dili po may mutubag sa akong parents. Mao po'y akong nadala sa ngadto na sa akong in-laws. Ano siya. So when I say communication, sometimes the essence of communication will be lost when you are at the peak of anger. So ang ako ikasulti, when you are at this stage of ill feelings, ayaw gid paghimong desisyon nga dili makaayo sa ato. Mana din ta nga. Tanaw sa akong bana. Ngayon lang kita yung tangang. So, kung kita, O sige, kabalo ko. So, sige, kunin mo lang siguro. O, dili ka na ako. Sige na lang, di na lang po kunin mo. Ayaw, cute. Kay magmahay yung ka. Pagkauma, wala na mo sa pick of finger. Wala ka. Ano, nastorya man to na ako eh. Wala lang siya nag-text na ako. Pati ako, di ko ka-text kay maulang naman ko. No? O, ano siya. Okay, when I say communication, it is not only to communicate when you're at the peak of anger or when you're fighting with each other, but also to communicate, to share your happiness, o ang imusang sadness, only to yourselves, to your parents, and not only communication to your loved ones, but also communication to Him. Put God in your married life. Marigid na siya. So always communicate with Him, not only in happiness or sadness, but also, muna to. Muna dito. Okay, so muna na ang uban, mas storya na po sa uban, napagin siguro yung storya gawas na ako. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity to share with you the experience that I have had. Okay, congratulations to the couple and also congratulations to our lolas and lolos. Thank you.
And the family of the groom is a friend also of the proprietor of Lilac Garden. Well, in fact, we have a photo out there. It's Mrs. Villa Flores carrying, who's that baby? Is the groom during baptismal. That's why they're here for marriage, okay? Now this time I now call in another ninang to give an advice for the couple. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Mrs. Josefina Mabanta.
May gabi sa tanan. Congratulations to the newlywed. Si Mimi o si Roy. Okay, bali si Roy, ako na siyang pagumangkol kaya na siya sa akong first degree nga cousin sa akong husband. Ba? Okay. Wala kay ko'y maikasulti bahin sa pagdako ni Roy. All I remembered was when Roy was still mga 6 years old na siguro to, nangatumig Cagayan de Oro, kauban niyang igsuon nga babae, yang si Roy Pulog yang mother, may nahimong homemaker. Okay, si motherhood, si Normie mo atog abroad, so kinahanglan og homemaker. So, mura to'y first time na ako nga naila-ila yun, o gabay pa si si Chung Chung, no? And then, the next time nga nagkita mi was during the katong ilang despedida party, no, paingon sa Canada, no? Is, bali sa Kang Roy o sa Kang Timi as kanang godmother ninyo, antipod, at the same time, siguro ang sekreto sa usa ka pamilya nga kanang paligon is understanding. Gawa sa communication, you have to understand. And be humble, no? Humble yun. Unsay mga problema, you have mo to'y kinahanglan istoryahan lang kung pwede sa sulod sa kwarto, no? Sa sulod sa kwarto kay paguman sa istorya na masakit, dito na po na yung istorya nga lamig. Kabalo na muna na ubunsa na siya. So, congratulations sa Kang Amy o Kang Roy o sa mga proud parents nila no, sa aning occasion sa ilang kinabuhi. Okay, so, sa tanan po nga naadin no, pasalamat ta sa mayong kaning activity nga gihimo nila karon. Thank you so much sa mga parents kuno nga naningkamot nga patagaan og importansya ang pinaka-importante po nga bahin sa kinabuhi sa tao ang pagminyo. Mayong gabi sa tanan.
For that wonderful message for the couple. Now this time we have two ninongs who are going to give their advice. First, we City Councilor Ariel Anghay.
Last night I let the
Una sana no atong pag-congratulate sa bagong kinasal no si Roy and Timmy. Ang sekreto sa gugma, love. Dunay panutihon kay ngon nga. Love is not always looking at each other, but looking together for the same direction. Ang gugma ko no, dili pwede nga pag tinanaway lang, magtinutukay, hangtod sa hangtod, dili na pwedeng bahalag saging, basta labing. Oh, wala na nara siguro ron. No? Ang gugma, ang love, ang marriage is dapat usa ka direksyon, usa ka tumong, usa ka tinguha para pagkabot sa inyong, of course, sa inyong future, sa inyong ugmaon. So muna'y tip number 1. A good marriage, ang maayo ko nung ang maayong kaminyoon would be between a blind wife, and a deep husband. Una ko Dagay may ko ani. A good marriage, no, ang maayo ko nung kaminyoon would be between a blind wife, butang nga asawa, and a deep bungol nga bana. Di ba? Amot ang sao ni pag-reconcile. But kasagaran sa asawa, nagir, di ba? I don't know kung tinuod ba ni. Linis sa akong experience, kaya kung wife dili man nagir. Usually, basta mag-away na gani ang magtiayon, dapat dili gyud pa ugmaan. No? Dili gyud pa ugmaan, at the same time, inyong istoryahan. Ngayon, ang bana po dapat magpabungol-bungol. Bungol gyud ang bana sa kasaba sa asawa. Otherwise, doon na gyoy, mamungkag ka kaminyoon. Sigurado, ang tagay maigo nini sa mga paghiro ng mga dalan. A good marriage would be between a blind wife, butang asawa, and a deep bungol nga bana. Salamat, may gabi.
Thank you very much, Councilor Ariel Angay, for that nice advice for the couple. So, okay ba sa inyo, mga wife and husband? Alright, another Nino is going to give a short message for the couple. A round of applause for Mr. Concordio Sabas.
Suratan malago kay malipahan maday buko. Ay gabi sa na no, ilagi na sa bagong minyo. Na. Ini ang akong isulti mo lang ko no. Ako ang pagdiri. Ang kami nyo, di ba, naamanay ring siya. Wedding ring. Ang kinabuhi, tulog ka ring na ato ang puno. Ang usa, klase ring, di ba? Di ba, kadaghanan mo ninyo, bita kung manikamo ka, determinado ka, lagi tayo klase ring, di ba? O. Ikaduha, muna ng wedding ring. Ang ikatulo, tagaan kuno ninyo unsa na siya. Ay, mga bride, manila ko mga kumpare dayo. Sapiring ko no. Nanong sapiring man? Hibalo na tingali mo anong sapiring. Dili masan siguro tanan sapir man lang. Diba? Magsugod magina siya kalipay. So, ang ato ilay kasulti, ikan sa karong panahon na, so kagasugod mo sa inyong panakiusa sa wapa mong ikasal. siyempre, natural. Ang inyong one is very sweet, di ba? Murag to kumuupunay. Di ba, no? Ako, ano tang padayono na nga murag to kumuupunay? Dili kay, inigabot na ng Ginoo nila sa piring, magpunay na tinukmuray. Di ba? Basig mo abutin ko na nga punto do sa munay atong ligayan. Pero sa kami niyo una agyon, dili tanan kalibay. Dili tanan atong matagang-tagan puro kalibay kay matud pa soban. Apil na diha ang kalisod o ang panahon, wala ko natin masayri kung sidagan sa panahon diyan itong kinabuhi. So, isulti naman nila ang uban. Ang ako, narapoy tulo ka punto diha. Una, honesty. Ikaduha, righteousness. Di ba? Ikatulo, understanding. Mura ginantulo. O ang ipopat is make God is as center in your life. Sa kinabuhi, sa pamilya. Kung sibuhato ninyo, unahan yung Ginoo sa kasampi. Kung may mga problema, Ginoo yun. Huwag ilain tanang pan. Makadano pa ngayon sa itong isig ka ingon, atong pamilya, tanan, ang Ginoo yun mo na makasampi. Mahatag po. Guidance. Hindi mo na siyang sintros ng kalbuhi. Tanan, malampasan niyo. Kaya kami, 35 anyos, kaluwi sa Ginoo, still kicking. Ha? 25 anyos sa mga ninyo. So, mora to ka na. Kaya kung bang sultin mo nila, may natigisan.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, as we continue this celebration, we all know that our parents, our first teachers, having been raised as patiently